Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Shawnee Mission West High School. We are pleased to have you for another wonderful edition of SMSD TV. Inside the booth, I'm Matthew Owens.
I'm Samantha Brewer.
And I'm Matthew Treacha.
And we're here to have a great basketball game between Shawnee Mission West and Shawnee Mission East. First with the girls game coming up in just a couple of minutes. Shawnee Mission West is coming off an impressive win last week against Lawrence High, a top 10 ranked team in the state that improved the record to 10-6. So they're coming off also a 4-game winning streak. I'm going to kick it over to Sam here, who's going to talk to you a little bit about some of their highlighted players.
Okay, first we have Ashlyn Henry. She's number 22, a 5'5" sophomore, and she got 47% in assists, 56% in free throws, and she's been on varsity since she's a freshman. Now we have Kiara Prim, number 30. She's a 5'7" sophomore, and she has 56.9% two-point shots, 63.6% of her free throws, and she's also been on varsity since her freshman year.
All right, now for Shawnee Mission East, we have number 20, Jordan Yowell, who's a returning junior player. Her first season, she got 34 three-pointers. Last year, she got 22 three-pointers, and this year, she's already at 21 three-pointers for this season. And then next we have number 45, Sarah Brigham, with 25 field goals this season, 62 assists, and 2 three-pointers this season. She's a freshman post player and is already getting high D1 volleyball and basketball interest.
Yeah, so this game tonight's going to be very interesting between Shawnee Mission West and Shawnee Mission East. East has been an up-and-coming program the last couple of years. Head coach Lauren Holiday didn't have the greatest season last year, but this year they're trying to turn around both inside and outside the program. Sarah Bingham's a great young athlete down low, and especially it'll be nice to see her develop in the next couple of years as becoming one of the premier post players in Eastern Kansas basketball. We're about to kick it over to the PA announcer here in a couple seconds for our starting lineups. So make sure you tune in for that. Anything you two are looking forward tonight in the nice games you each covered their teams respectively? I'm the newcomer here. I'm from Northwest, so I don't get to watch these teams too often, but just any keys real quick.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking for a great game tonight. It's probably going to be a close matchup, and I'm looking for some real competition between these two teams.
Yeah, I'm excited because our girls improved.
The purpose of this activity is to provide positive learning experiences and opportunities for personal growth of the participants. We are pleased to host our guests tonight from Shawnee Mission East High School. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High Schools Activity Association. Let's all work together to promote and achieve good sportsmanship. Good luck to both teams. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for our guest from East, number 3, a 5'6" sophomore, Kathleen Stanley. And for the Vikings, number 10, a 5'4" senior, Jada Kennedy. And for East, number 5, a 5'5" freshman, Reese Althouse. For the Vikings, number 15, a 5'8" senior, Kayla Henry. For the Lancers, number 13, a 5'7" senior, Libby Fry. For Shawnee Mission West, number 23, a 5'8" senior, Kalia Hines. For East, number 20, a 5'8" junior, Jordan Yowell. For the Vikings, number 30, a 5'7" sophomore, Kiara Prim. For the Lancers, number 45, a 6'3" freshman, Sarah Bingham. And for the Vikings, number 34, a 5'6" senior, Megan Beal. The Lancers are assisted by TJ Taylor and Drew Steffen with head coach Lauren Lawrence. Shawnee Mission West is assisted by Austin Clumpy, and the head coach of your Vikings is Ryan Foster.
So back inside the booth here, we just heard the starting lineups for both the Vikings and the Lancers as we're about to tip off here to have this in-district battle between these two schools. It's always fun for rivalry week as you have two in-district teams who have all the fun in the world playing these type of rivalry games. We'll see if East can get back on track this game. I look to Libby Fry, being the senior leader on this team, to try to find a way to get East a victory, to come inside the place the Nordics built and come out with a victory.
Yeah, I'd like to say Libby Fry, she's got great control over this team. She's a great leader. Being a Shawnee Mission East student, I've had classes with her, and you know, she's always just taking the helm, and she's pretty good for this team.
It's tip one by Shawnee Mission East. That will go to Reese Althouse, the freshman point guard. So as you know, you have a lot of room to develop. You're starting two freshmen too for Shawnee Mission East, and Sarah Bingham and Reese Althouse. So a very young team. That's why Libby is so important. She's the only one really with a lot of varsity experience along with Jordan Yao, as we see Reese Althouse take it to the post for the basket. West with the ball, and they'll take it out, try to run their offensive set. They don't really match up with Sarah at all. They don't have anyone who even comes close to the height as her, so that could be a problem down the post as East clearly owns that area going into the game on paper, but games on paper are very different than games in real life. Ball is missed, rebounded by number 20, by Floyd. And ball is passed and fouled. Looks like number 30, Kira Prim, was fouled. We'll get the foul. Who is it on? It'll be Shawnee Mission East, the more player. That foul was on Libby Fry. Her first, team first. At the line, shooting to Kira Prim with 7:07 to go here in the first quarter. Her first shot is up, and it is good. Her first point of the evening and the first point for the Vikings. Second one is up, and it is good. Ties the game up at 2.
Makes it an even 2-2.
Reese Althouse will take the ball up, take her time. No rush, no shot clock, no anything. Sarah Bingham's behind her. A weird formation. You think she would get down the post. There she goes, makes the cut down low. I say the goal for East is just really just penetrate the inside and get her going. We get her going, West has no answer for it. West is more, in my opinion, a perimeter-like team. Bingham on the post, pass it down to Yao, who drives in the middle, is blocked by number 30 from the Vikings, Kira Prim, making her presence known down low. A little jump shot here, off the mark. That was attempted by number 30, Jada Kennedy. And we're going to have a foul called on the floor. Correction, ball just went out of bounds. The Viking basketball. 6:24 to go in the first quarter. Sarah making sure her shoes are tied, a very important part in basketball. Driving in the lane, it's good off the rim, off the backboard. Number 34, Megan Beal with the basket. That is her first points of the evening to take the lead at 4-2. Shawnee Mission East staying around the perimeter a lot, not working inside, trying to find a gap to either take it to the hole or to maybe do a pick and roll type of action. They go down low to Sarah, the big man on campus. They're going to go back out to the perimeter with Libby Fry. Take it back out to Reese. Reese at the corner, they'll try to set the offense here. Good pass from Bingham. And the three-pointer is off the mark.
Just missed it.
I believe that was Jordan Yao, so no surprise from her taking a three-point shot. She is one of the best three-point specialists in the area. The ball is stolen. Libby Fry with it in transition. The Lancers will kick it. A wild pass, but it finds its destination for Yao, who drives in the lane and is stuffed, but a foul was called before the block. Looks like the foul is going to be called on number 15, Kayla Henry. That'll be her first foul. Good thing a foul was called because that ball was demolished by number 30, Kira Prim.
Kira Prim got a lot of energy into that ball, hitting it so far away. She's obviously defending her goal.
East will work the perimeter again. Gets it back out to Allhouse. I'll try to run the offense, drives in. Gets double team, decides not to go in there. Ball is tipped around and thrown into the corner.
Bobbled a little bit. West has the ball.
Picked up by a Viking. And the ball is tipped. Good defense there by number 3, Kathleen Stanley. Only a sophomore too, so we talked about the Shawnee Mission East team is very, very young. They start 3 underclassmen, 2 freshmen, and 1 sophomore.
Yeah, we got a young team, so it's really important, as we were mentioning, that senior and junior leadership of experienced players, and it seems like the Shawnee Mission East team has got that down.
A good drive in the lane, ball just ricochets off the back of the rim. That shot was attempted by number 33, Khalil Hines. A 3-point from Bigham is off the mark. Fight for it down low. Looks like West will come up with it, but looks like we're going to have an injury down low. And that looks like number 5, Reese Althouse, is slow to get up on the court. Looks like she's grabbing her knee for a second. She's trying to limp it off. His assistant coach, TJ Taylor, is out there, along with head coach Lauren Moritz. And they're going to sub her off the court. She is struggling to walk back to the bench. Checking in for East is number 4, Tony England. She's a senior, so they bring in another senior presence on the court. Khalil Hines will take the ball up. We're about halfway through this first quarter, and we have a barn burner on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. 4-2 is the score. We're going to have a travel called on number 10, Jada Kennedy. She took 1 too many steps, and the ball will be going the other way. Kathleen Stanley will take over the point guard duties for Allhouse. The drive in low, a little push off, no call. Jordan gets the rebound and is fouled on the way up for the second time. Looks like that foul will be called on number 34, Megan Beal.
Foul on number 30.
Correction, foul is called on number 30, Kira Prim, her first, team second of the half. At the line, shooting to Jordan Yao. First one is up, and it is good. Jordan Yao, the team's leading free throw attempts, with 49 coming into today's game. Second one's up, and it is good. And coming into the game, she's made 31 of 49 attempts. Good kick down low. It is blocked by Bigham, but they're going to call her a foul, and the facial expression on her face said it all. She did not agree with that call. But what happened, happened. Foul called on her. That is her first personal. That will send number 15, Michaela Henry, to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And just off the mark on that one. Kayla Henry, not too much of a scorer coming into this game, only averaging 2.7 points. Her presence is mostly found in the rebounding category. She does get the second one to Roland to make it a 5-4 ball game.
Yeah, don't speak so soon. I think both of these teams have some tricks that they can pull out of their hat. It's only about when they choose to do so is the key.
And Jordan Yao will get fouled again. She will go back to the line here. That foul was called on number 34, Megan Beal, her first, team third. Blind shooting to Jordan Yao. Kind of like a James Harden-esque like player. Drives to the lane, hopes to get fouled. or spots up from 3, one of my most favorite NBA players to watch, James Harden, for the best team in the NBA, the Rockets. The second shot is up, and it is good. We have a timeout on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, join us for a fundraiser to support Broadmoor Bistro at the Shawnee Mission School District. Visit the Pizzeria Locale Oak Park, located at 11875 West 95th Street, on Tuesday, February 20th from 4 to 10 p.m. If you mention this fundraiser, 50% of your purchase will be donated to the Broadmoor Bistro for the Shawnee Mission School District, so you can help them out by doing that. A great program over there at the CAA allows kids to basically prepare for the culinary careers or experiment, see if that's the right industry for them.
Yeah, the CAA has a lot of those extracurricular activities down there. Different biosciences. I know they got a computer lab. We got a little TV studio in there.
They do have a nice TV studio in there. Speaking of Shawnee Mission, we just selected our new superintendent last evening. So big news coming out from that. The finalists were selected on Saturday, and Dr. Michael Fulton was picked last night to lead the school district. But back to basketball. West basketball with 3:24 to go in the first quarter, and this ball will be taken up by number 10, Jada Kennedy. You see Sarah Bingham is out for East. Correction, she's still in there. She sort of hid from me. And that basket's good by number 30, Kiera Prim. That is her second basket of the evening. She has a total of 4 points. So more than half of the team's points are coming from Kiera Prim. They go down low to Sarah. Jordan in the corner will drive in, look for someone to pass it to, and she does.
Libby Fry at the top.
Kick it out, and they'll rerun the offense here with their point guard, Tony England. And the ball is stolen down low, and a good kick out
Coming down
Kayla
fast.
Henry. Shawnee Mission West looking to drive in the middle, and they do. A wild drive and a wild pass there by number 23, Kayla Hines. Looking down low for the little scoop and score, but just unable to find the right member of her team in that situation. Stanley with a shot off the mark, rebounded by Bigham though down low with the putback, and just off the mark itself, rebounded by number 34, Megan Beal, who's going to push it and a pass to her teammate down low, and they'll kick it out and they will reset the offense. Megan Beal at the top of the key. They'll kick it back out on the perimeter. The drive in the middle is stolen away by Stanley. We have a 2v1 situation. The pass goes through the hands of England, who tries to save it, but no. The West ball, they're pushing. It goes up, and a charge is called. So the foul will be on number 30, Kiera Prim. Libby Fry took the foul, and she is still trying to get up. She gets up, looks a little dazed after that. She did get into the correct position to draw the card, going the other way. Checking in for the Lancers is number 5, Reese Althouse. And Reese Althouse will take the ball up the court. They're down by 1. The wild drive in the middle though, but gets bailed out with a foul. And that will send her to the line to shoot 2 free throws. That foul was called on number 23, Khalil Hines, at the line shooting 2. Off the mark there from Althouse. And checking in for the Vikings is number 22, Ashlyn Henry. She'll make her first appearance on the evening. The second shot is up, and it is good for number 5, Reese Althouse. Her first points of the evening.
Clean 7-7 tonight. Shawnee Mission West has the ball at the top. Pass to the outside. Number 34 shoots. 3 does not go in.
Drive in the middle there by number 30, Kira Prim, and she is fouled, and she'll go to the line for shooting 2. A wild shot there from Shawnee Mission West, though. Megan Beal, I guess she felt ice in her veins, a little off balance, but she'll chuck it up off the mark. But she gave her team a chance to get the rebound and get the second chance points.
It's a tight game right now, so anything could be done.
Number 30, Prim at the line. The ball will go off the mark. We look at Shawnee Mission East right now. Only have actually 1 basket made on the evening. 5 of their points coming from the free throw line, so that's been their strategy. Drive it down low, get fouled, get to the line, and make the free throws. A good rebound there from West, number 10, who gives it up to Kira Prim to put the basketball into the basket, and that is her 6th point on the evening. She leads the team. And they open up a 2-point lead. Under 40 to go. West playing a very, very handsy defense, and they create a turnover as Kathleen Stanley's pass sails over the head into the student section. It'll be West basketball. Checking in for the Lancers, number 30, Katie Heiss, a senior 6-foot guard, will check in for the Lancers. Basketball inbounds to number 10, Jada Kennedy. Jada Kennedy, the point guard for the Vikings, will take the ball up. We're just under 30 seconds, so we'll see if they try to hold the possession out or if they will try to maybe go for a 2-for-1. But the ball is stolen away by Althouse. The quick hands got in there to get the steal. And a good pass out to Stanley. 10 seconds left. We're sure East will take the clock down a little bit longer, try to hold to this last shot. Stanley kicks it out. And we're going to have a travel called there on number 4, Tony England. She's not set her feet before passing. So 4.1 seconds here for West. Still an opportunity to get a shot up. But East is pressing, trying to force them to use that clock before they get in any situation to score. Jada Kennedy with a nice behind the back move. Gets into good position. Oh, he gets struck. Gets absolutely laid out like a freight train on a Sunday afternoon by number 30, Katie Heiss. But they're going to say it was after the buzzer, no foul. So we will go after 1. The score, Shawnee Mission East 7, Shawnee Mission West 9.
Yeah, Matt, that did not look good right after the buzzer there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shawnee Mission South Theater Department production of Disney's Beauty and the Beast opens Wednesday, February 14th through Saturday, February 17th. There are a variety of performances and special events. For more information, log on to smstheater.com. So that will be a good show, Disney's Beauty and the Beast, very much a classic. We're talking about theatrical performances.
You know, Matt, rumor has it there's going to be some kind of tea party that the cast is putting on.
Oh,
So-
I do like tea.
Do you like tea?
I don't mind tea. The drink, actually.
You don't mind it?
I don't mind it. It's not my first choice, but definitely it would be in my top, 5, 6 beverages, even though there's not a lot of beverages. I'm more of a coffee guy before that, though I've been drinking lattes, no specialty drinks, simple milk and coffee blended together.
That's
Perfect.
fair, but it's time to get back to some basketball.
It is.
Top of the second quarter, we got East 7, West 9 points.
Leading scorer for West that quarter was none other than Kira Prim, who had 6 points. A 3-point basket
Kayla Henry on that three-pointer.
by Kayla Henry. Gives her 4 points on the evening. A good start for the Vikings in the second quarter. It'll be Fry on the corner. They'll kick it back out to Althouse, and they'll try to run the offensive set again. East has struggled with their offensive possession so far. Really the only movement they've gotten is when they drive in the lane and get fouled just like that right there, as you see Althouse go into the middle and get hacked by number 34, Megan Beal. That is her second personal foul, and that is a team 6 overall this half. Althouse at the line. Makes it her second point on the evening. She's now 2 for 3 at the line. Very key stat here for Shawnee Mission East. They need to make their free throws. For them to win tonight, in my opinion, they're going to need to shoot about 80% from the line in order to get the points needed Shawnee Mission West is a much better shooting team, but East, if they can get hot from this charity stripe, they'll be in good position.
Yeah, they might need to draw some fouls on there, which they've been doing a good job of doing.
So you can see the breakdown sort of the West defense down low, as it looks like we try to have a cookie in the cookie jar situation. That's not going to cut it, so that foul will be called on number 3, Kathleen Stanley. Her first, only the team third for East. Another problem with Shawnee Mission East is depth. They have a good starting 5, but down the bench they're not going to be able to go 4, 5, even really 3 men deep. I'm in that situation, so they're going to need to not get their starters into foul trouble. It's a great shot there by Jada Kennedy, a 3-point basket, and that's her first make of the evening. Jordan Yao tries to respond, and he goes a little bit left. Does not touch rim, but rebounded, and she drives in the lane for the basket. Jordan Yao with 6 points leads the Vikings scoring. We're going to have a foul called, as we look like Kathleen Stanley tried to get the foul, or excuse me, try to get the steal, and will get fouled.
On number 3, Kathleen Stanley.
That is her second, team fourth.
For the Lancers, number 4, Tony England. For the Vikings, number 23, Kalia Hines. And number 54, Abe Moxness.
Taking the ball to court will be number 23, Kalia Hines. They're running a pick and roll type offense. A good dish down low. The shot put up and good by number 34, Megan Beal. Excuse me, 54, Aiden Mockness. Her first basket on the evening. Reese House at the top of the key. Roll drive right. Goes off the pick from Jordan Yao and stolen away by West with the easy layup up and in. That was number 30, Kiera Prim. Gives her 8 points on the evening. A great burst energy there by number 30. Jordan Yao will take the ball up this time. Good defense there by Mockness. Ball is tipped out of bounds. The Shawnee Mission East basketball with 5:25 to go in the first half.
18-10. Got the pass in. House number 5, struggling just a little bit up at the top there. Can she find someone to pass it to?
Yes, this East offense seemed like they're not being able to get in their grind down low. They're not in sync. A little tic-tac foul at the top of the key. That will be on number 34, Megan Beal. That is her third personal, so a huge foul called there on Megan Beal. That's her third personal, so she'll have to sit for the rest of the half and maybe into the third quarter if you don't want her to foul out. Libby Fry at the line shooting 1 and 1. It's only 6 fouls. That ball is off the mark. Tip, it looks like by Bigham, and that will be Shawnee Mission West basketball. We go back to some of the keys of the game. East free throws. They cannot miss the front end of a 1 and 1 like that if they want to stay in this game. They're down by 8 currently. Taking the ball up the court is number 23, Khalil Hines. They'll run the type of offense. They're trying to get down low and post, but stolen away by Libby Fry, who gives it to Althouse. They'll get into their offensive set with 4:45 to go in the first half. Althouse will drive in a wild layup that goes off the front of the rim. West basketball, excuse me. Khalil Hines with it. She will set the offense up, taking a little time off the clock here. We'll have 2 subs in, checking in, 1 for West and 1 for East at the next stoppage of play. Good pass down low to Aiden, who gets the friendly roll. A beautiful pass down low to Aiden, who gets the post and toast with 4:03 to go in the first half. Again, East trying to get this offense set. West Vikings defense has really come together this half, only allowing 2 points. Good defense down low. Ball looked like it was tipped off number 30 though, Kira Prim, but that's what you like to see on that backdoor cut, not letting anything happen. Checking in for the Vikings, number 10, Jada Kennedy. And for the Lancers, number 23, Cameron Gossick. She'll see her first playing time of the evening. Ball will be kicked out to Jordan Yao. Looking for any type of offensive set. Ball is up and off the right side of the backboard. Goes into the crowd. Well, excuse me, not the ball. A player goes into the crowd. That looks like Jada Kennedy.
Having a little fun on the bleachers there.
Yeah.
Oh, the ball is up, sticks to the rim, but goes in. That was Jordan Yao. Another 2 points there, making the score 20-12. East down by 8.
We saw Kira Prim there go. A little crowd surfing after that play. I think she shot the ball, went out of bounds. That's why she did not hustle to get back into the game. That's sometimes hard for these athletes to understand their mind. You're so set on that ball. It's going out of bounds. There's no chance to save it. You're in the crowd, then you realize there's still a play going on. And they have a power play. We're going to have a timeout on the court called by Shawnee Mission East. 30-second timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, the Broadmoor Bakery is open from 7 a.m. to noon, Monday through Friday, offering a full coffee bar with assorted pastries and baked goods, along with soups, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. The bakery is located in the Center for Academic Achievement, located at 8200 West 71st Street, Overland Park, Kansas. Education has never tasted so good, so if you're available from 7 to noon, Monday through Friday, make sure you go over there and give it a little stop. Maybe bring back your coworkers some pastries. I know that they'll enjoy it, and I know the kids at Broadmoor will enjoy that you are eating their homework. East basketball, they took a timeout. They're just trying to settle down. They're down by 8, so not a huge margin. You can overcome that, but when you've only scored 12 points, 8 seems like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I always say morale is probably one of the most important things in any sport and anything you're doing. If you don't have good morale, you're probably not going to win.
I entirely agree with that, Matthew. Oh, it's a good steal there. That looks like number 22, Ashlyn Henry, but she is fouled by Sarah Bigham down low. And that's a huge momentum thing right there. You come off the timeout, you try to have a set play. You at least want to get a shot off. You don't want to have a turnover. But a great play there by West to get the ball, get in transition, to get fouled, and she'll be the line shooting 2. The ball is off the mark. That is foul is on Sarah Bigham. She'll come for her second free throw opportunity. It is up. And it is off the mark, rebounded by Bigham for Shawnee Mission East. And if you're East right now, you don't need all 8 before halftime. 2:43 left. If you can get this a 4-point game going in the half, a quick 4-0 run here, your team will be sparkling on halftime. You'll have a morale booster. But in the opposite, West, if you're able to score 4 straight, have a double-digit lead, that's going to have a huge psychic on East going in the locker room. You know, they're going to be down more. They're not going to be positive, and they'll have a hard time coming back in the second half.
It's all morale.
It's the game of runs.
All right, well, East has the ball down on their court, on the west side of the court, I guess. So bring them at the top, look for passes.
Great defense here by Shawnee Mission West, not allowing anything either inside or outside here for the Lancers. Under 2 to go in the first half. 23 is up, and it is good. Basket good by number 23, Cameron Gossick, her first points of the evening.
Oh, but West quickly takes advantage of their celebration of that point and comes back with another one.
Good job there by West. Like you just said, Matthew, in transition, they're not going to get down on themselves, not going to take the time, they're going to go right at it.
West is a very energetic team, so it's going to be hard for these Lancers to keep up if they're not, energetic as they are.
As that shot by Bigham off the mark, I don't really like it. I don't like that 3-point bucket. It'll stay West ball, good hustle play. East ball, good hustle play at the end, but not the shot I want. If I want a 3-point, I want Yao taking it, or maybe all house. Bigham I want down low. She drives in, puts the shot up, and it is good. That's the type of play I want from Sarah Bingham. That will give her her first basket on the evening and pull this game to within 6 points with just about a minute to go. The good drive in, a good kick out, and the ball is on the ground. We're gonna have a jump ball called. Looks like a combination of Bingham and Aiden down low. Jump ball, possession East. So here we go, a chance to get within 4. If you're talking earlier, momentum. Go on a quick 4-0 run, we'll be fine going to halftime. 4-0 run by West going to halftime, totally different story. A 3-point from Yao, and it is good from Jordan Yao.
She is true to her name as a 3-point star in this game. One of the leaders of the league.
And that gives her a nice 11 points in the first half. She's really trying to put the team on her back here in this situation. Looks like West will dribble out the last 15 seconds or so before they try to put up a shot. Smart idea. A quick 5-0 run there by Shawnee Mission East brings them within a possession. You want to get a good look here, but not have any time for East to score. The drive in with the little floater off the mark. Ball rebounded by East, who throws it off a West player. It will remain Shawnee Mission East basketball with 3.4. If you're West here, I would press. You do not want them to be able to roll the ball up the court and get a shot opportunity. But looks like they're perfectly capable of just dribbling the clock out. And we'll go into halftime with your score. Shawnee Mission West 22, Shawnee Mission East 19. At the break, Jordan Yao leads with 11 points. And for West, number 30, Kira Prim, leads their scoring with 8. We're going to kick it over to our sideline reporter, Josh Sherfy, who is ready to interview.
This is Josh, and we're here with Shawnee Mission West principal, Mr. Lowe. Mr. Lowe, what do you have to say about Kira Prim and the rest of the Shawnee Mission West girls team's performance this half?
Well, first of all, I love her heart. I mean, she is always constant high energy, high gear, and I think she adds that whole culture to the team, so the team rises with her. A great bunch of kids.
Yeah, Shawnee Mission West has been playing well tonight, led by Prim. What are you looking for the rest of the season from the Shawnee Mission West Vikings?
Well, I like that grittiness, that 50-50 ball win. That was really evident last Tuesday against Lawrence. Prim was everywhere on the floor. All the girls were playing with 100% heart. Not the tallest team in the world, but man, they got high energy.
Impressive play from the Vikings. Thank you, Mr. Lowe. Back to you guys at the booth.
Thanks, Josh. Turning into a real Doris Burke out there. So happy to see you. And for first half analysis, I'm going to kick it over to Matthew. We'll give a little breakdown of East first half performance.
All right, so Shawnee Mission East, they played well, but as Matt was talking about earlier, they really need to keep on those free throws. Now, they started off early with a lot of those free throws, making them, I believe Jordan Yao had a great time making those free throws, as she had about 11 points in the first quarter. Towards the end of it, however, they struggled a little bit. So if I were Shawnee Mission East in this next half, they do need to focus on making their free throws, trying to overcome a difference of about 3 points.
And now, Sam, give us a little commentary on what you saw from the Vikings this half.
The Vikings really held their defense, and they were like all over that court. And Kira Prim was putting up all those points, and they're really relying on their free throws for this game, driving in through the middle.
gold in the 4x800 meter relay in Class 6A.
State win 4x800 meter relay, but tomorrow we'll be sending our dance team off to Florida for a national competition. Here's the video.
Welcome back inside the booth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matthew Owens.
I'm Samantha Brewer.
I'm Matthew Trichek.
And welcome to the second half here of Shawnee Mission West versus Shawnee Mission East girls basketball game. As we talked about a little bit, the differences between these two types of offenses. Shawnee Mission West doesn't have a lot of hype, as the principal just mentioned a little bit ago, but they do play with heart, and they're very physical down low. Shawnee Mission East, they do have Sarah Bigham down low, but they're more of a three-point team, drive to the lane and get fouled. But the problem is they haven't been that great at free throws. They're only shooting about 70% on the evening. They need to get that up to about 80% in order to stay in this ball game through the second half.
Yeah, that's right. It's a really heated game in here tonight. I'm sure it'll even heat up a little bit more once the boys basketball starts. I mean, 50 degrees outside, but in here, whole different atmosphere.
Indeed, indeed. One thing, again, I'd like to mention about Shawnee Mission West is one of their stars, number 34, 3 fouls in that first half. So she's got to be very careful in the second half of not picking up those 2 fouls and earning her spot on the Dairy Queen Hall of Fame, being disqualified. For Sarah Bigham, she has 2 fouls, so she's got to watch a little bit, not as much as West, but just a little bit. You don't want to pick up that 3rd and 4th foul quick here in the second half and be basically a no factor going until the later stage of the 4th quarter. Both teams are about to warm up. Looks like about minute 25 seconds for it. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away for second half action. ladies and gentlemen, we have 30 seconds left before the start of the second half here. Our leading scorers for Shawnee Mission East is number 20, Jordan Yao. And for the Vikings, that belongs to number 30, Kira Prim, with a nice, cool 8 points. And Yao has 11, as West does lead by 3, 22-19. But Shawnee Mission East is on a 5-0 run. They trail by 22-14 with just about 2-ish minutes to go. Then they went on a quick 5-0 run, a great morale booster going into halftime.
Yeah, if they can start off this half pretty well, then I think this will be a closer game than we might have thought at first.
Again, Shawnee Mission was coming off an impressive victory last week at Lawrence, one of the top 10 teams in the state. They improved the record to a 10-6, and they're getting into that March fever grind. That's when you want to play the best basketball. It's this time of the year, going into state and sub-state tournaments. They're 10-6, but they won 4 in a row, and they could be a big threat to other Shawnee Mission school teams, namely Shawnee Mission Northwest, when it comes to the girls' basketball sphere. But enough about state, and let's get back to this game. Shot off the mark there by number 23, Clea Hines. Rebounded by East, who will dribble the ball up. Down by 3, only 1 possession. If the 3's there, you take it there. I don't like Bigham taking the 3, but especially Yao or even Althouse taking a 3, I would not be fine or not have a problem with that. That good opportunity there for Libby Fry, just goes off the back of the rim. Good pass there by number 3, Kathleen Stanley. A wild drive, bodies everywhere. Ball will be picked up by West in the corner.
Looks like we do have an injury. Something that looks to be...
Libby Fry looks down. That will be their second time going down to the ground this game. She gets up a little dazed. You see Immersory is telling her she needs to come out. She's looking for player safety. So let me check into the game. Number 4, Tony England.
And as we were talking about senior leadership, Libby Fry goes out, but Tony England comes right back in.
Jada Kennedy will try to drive, puts up a shot off the backboard. Good rebound there by Kira Prim, getting feisty in the jungle down low. The kick out for Kennedy for 3. Off the mark, rebounded by West, as he'll get a 3rd opportunity on this possession. And the spin move inside, she's going to get fouled. Kayla Henry will be fouled, and she'll line to shoot 2.
West just had domination in their side of the court, trying to shoot on this East basket, but man, they had it down there for a while.
That foul was called on number 4, Tony England. This ball tipped in to make it 23-19. Checking in for the Lancers is Cameron Gossick. She'll make her 2nd appearance on the evening with 2 points so far. At the line, shooting her 2nd free throw. It's up and it's off the mark. Rebounded by West, so we'll get a 4th opportunity this possession. The drive in, and she's fouled again. Kayla Henry is fouled, as we see West dominating the boards this half.
Really drawing in those fouls, and Shawnee Mission West just has a ton of chances to get these baskets in.
As we mentioned earlier, right before the start of this half, that is Sarah Bigham's 3rd personal foul, so that's a danger. She picks up a 4th within the next minute or 2. She'll have to sit till late in the 4th quarter, which you cannot afford here if you're East.
She is the height in the East area down by the basket.
But again, a problem there with West is they go 1 for 4 from the line in that possession. So while they get 4 opportunities to score, they end up getting 1 point. Checking in for East is number 11, Emma Eberhardt. She makes her 1st appearance on the evening.
I think East was smart to save Brigham, just so she doesn't make any more mistakes and get fouled out.
I agree. I would probably see her checking in at about the 2 to 3 minute mark this half. Give her a quick breather too as well.
Bobbled up a little bit, and West has the ball yet again, taking it down.
And we're going to have a block.
Kira Penn putting up the shot with the 2-pointer.
That basket will count. Kira Prim adds to her total of 10 points so far. She'll shoot one more from the line. That foul is called on number 23, Gossick, her first team foul number 3. The shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by East. So again, West struggling from the line. We can honestly see a hack-a-shack movement down low. If this game gets out of hand of East just fouling West again the line, as we see number 30, Kira Prim, go into the bleachers there for just a quick second.
And if we're talking out of hand, that was dangerous. I'd be careful if I was sitting on those sidelines. Both teams are very energetic, and we've already seen players going into the stands, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens even more.
Yep, in the first half we saw Jenna Kingley actually go past the bench, and she ended up in about the 4th or 5th row, not even the courtside section, so can't get the players good tickets nowadays. Good defense there by West. They're really controlling how Shawnee Mission East is trying to get anything done, and they are unable to do just about anything this half. Drives into the lane, and we're going to have a push-off. Looks like that's going to be on number 5, driving the lane and sticking her arm out for the push-off.
Shawnee Mission's foul number 11.
A correction. Number 11, Emma Eberhardt, her first foul.
Number 45, Sarah Bingham.
And Sarah Bingham already checks back in, so we under-predicted how long she would be out. She was out for a full 45 seconds, but you never know what you can do in 45 seconds. Jada Kennedy will take the ball up for the Vikings. Under 6 to go here in the third quarter. They have a 6-point lead. We're going to have a travel called here, so another turnover by West will give the ball to Shawnee Mission East. The Althouse with the ball. Looking around the perimeter. She drives in and looks like she got fouled, but no call. She'll kick it back out. We're having a monkey scramble for it, and we'll end up, looks like East ball. Yes, East ball. So I thought Althouse drived in there and looked like she got hacked, but I don't have the best angle, so I'm going to leave it to the boys in the stripes. And a good steal there by Kayla Hines. She drives in and gets the easy two for her first basket on the evening to make it a 27-19 game. Lead back up to 8, where it was at about the 2-minute mark in the second quarter.
Shawnee Mission West basketball showing that you don't need height necessarily to get a lot of shots off. You can have just as much energy.
There's a foul going to be called on number 34 of Shawnee Mission West. And I believe that is her 4th.
Number 34, Megan Beal. Her 4th.
Yes, a huge foul there on number 34, Megan Beal. That's her 4th personal with only 5:11 to go in this third quarter. So she'll be sitting for the whole third. Most of the fourth, I would say. Not till late stages. Bigham down low. A good post up by Sarah Bigham. And she knocks in the basket for 2 to make it 27-21. The drive in the lane, and she's going to be fouled. That was number 23, Kalia Hines. Drives in, and she gets hip checked at the top. That foul was on number 23, Cameron Gossick. Her second, team 5th already, and we're not even halfway through the third quarter. And timeout, Shawnee Mission East, as they're trying to regroup, especially on the defensive side, where they've committed a lot of fouls so far already. 4:55 to go in the third quarter. Timeout, Shawnee Mission East. As they've already committed 5 fouls this half. That's something that West had a problem with earlier on in the first half, but now it seems to be East's problem.
Yeah, it's almost some kind of flip-flop of sides. Let's hope it's not too much of a problem coming from someone who's from Shawnee Mission East. Sam, how do you see the rest of this game going?
Looks like both teams are fighting hard for this, but they both bring a lot of energy on the floor, so I think it'd be a really close game in the end.
Shawnee Mission with the basketball, trying to extend their lead. That ball will be kicked out to Kennedy, but
just a bit too high.
Just a bit too high, correct? And it remains 27-21. Looks like our scoreboard is not working for you. Sorry about that at home, but we will be doing a better job with the score and time until that is back up to date for you at home for your viewing pleasure.
Got about 4 minutes and 33 seconds in this quarter.
That'll be another turnover by Kennedy, who rockets it down the court to Hines, who will drive in and get fouled on the play. And Libby Fry tries to take another charge.
Foul number 13, Libby Fry.
But this time it will be a block, not a charge. Team's 6th foul already. And at the line shooting 2 is number 23, Clea Hines. West has struggled though this half, only making 1 free throw. But she doubles that with another one right there. 3 points on the evening for Clea Hines.
28-21 in this game. Shawnee Mission West now leading by 8 points as it becomes 29-21. Now, in my opinion, if a team gets lost to the other team by 10 points, it's going to be extremely difficult to come back up from that. So if East can really get it back together at this, then they could have a good chance. But until then, they're down.
Right now, West is dominating this half, both in the terms of the foul game and their defense. Their defense has been outstanding this half, creating very few opportunities for East to even get a shot off. Most of the possessions resulting in turnovers or very, very rough shots. See Aldhouse driving the lane, kicks the ball off the rim, no good. West in transition. Hines down low, gets the bucket.
She has been amazing just this entire game with all these layups, these extreme fast, run down all the way down the court, making these layups. Now this is something that she's just particularly skillful at.
As Matthew mentioned, the lead is now 10 double digits. With only a quarter and a half left to play, that's going to be a hard task for this East team to come back, especially if West keeps playing their defense like they are currently.
Sarah Brigham with the ball.
Well, she's being guarded by number 15, Kayla Henry. It has a height disadvantage, but she's done a really good job on her this evening, not allowing a lot of post opportunities. As Prim drives it in, loses the handle, but kicks it out to Kennedy. Kennedy will drive down low and throw it off of a Lancer. So the ball will stay here with West. Up by 10 with 2:48 as their scoreboard returns for your viewing pleasure.
Entering the lineup for the Vikings, number 33, Macy Lee.
Checking in for the Vikings, number 33, Macy Lee. That is her first appearance in this game. The jump shot is off the mark. That was attempted by number 22, Ashlyn Henry. East ball down by 10 here. They really need to get a good shot. Only one basket so far. We've almost played 6 minutes of this half.
Going around the top. Oh, and a three-pointer just barely misses the mark.
That was attempted by number 3, Kathleen Stanley. I like the shot, though. And a battle for the ball. West has it. And they're going to be in transition. A good hustle play there by Shawnee Mission West. Kennedy for 3. It's good.
Amazing. Down at the corner. Now that used to be called the dead zone. You never really want to try and shoot from there, but she got it. She's obviously had practice with this angle.
Oh yeah, that's her favorite spot to shoot from every time.
A huge momentum swing there. East thought they might get a turnover and maybe an easy layup, but West retains the ball. And a big 3, another turnover there by East. The kick out to Henry. Layup off the mark though. Good rebound by Kennedy. Ball's up again, and it'll count. Kennedy with the and one. So she will get another free throw.
Number 45, Sarah Bigham.
Foul on Sarah Bigham. That is her 4th, a huge moment in this game. Her 4th foul. Checking in for her was number 30, Katie Heiss. And number 54, Aiden Mocknish checks in, the big center for West. As now it's reversed. West has the height advantage down low. Kennedy's free throw is up. It's good.
Shawnee Mission East now down by 16 points. Will they be able to make this back? Not looking so good.
It's going to be hard for them to do that. That is Kennedy's 9th point on the evening. East, we got to start with baby steps. You got to get good shots before you can make them. And we're going to see a jump ball called there. So a good defensive possession there by West, drawing the jump ball. And that will be their possession as we're under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. West with another basket or so, and we might see some of the warm-up players in the fourth quarter. Drives in, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on number 30, Katie Heiss.
Shawnee Mission East foul on number 5, Reese
Correction.
Althouse.
Number 5, Reese Althouse. Her first, team 8 already. So Jada Kennedy will shoot a 1-and-1 here to try to extend this lead. It's up, and it rattles in.
Everyone's got a different strategy with how they go about preparing to shoot this ball.
It's always fun to watch those. Kennedy makes the second one to make it an 18-point game. Just free throw rituals, something that you got to do this over and over again. The same routine over and over again. Get that mental memory. Free throws are not physical, they're all mental. That was in the shooting act. Foul called on number 22, Ashlyn Henry. That is her first, team second. At the line, shooting 2 is number 5, Reese Althouse. And like we said, East really needs to make these free throws in order to stay in this game as that one rattles out. They still remain down by 18. Checking in for the Lancers, number 13, Kathleen Stanley. It's up, and it is good.
Good free throw.
That gets her 3 points on the evening and makes it a 17-point game with just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. The three is way off the mark, rebounded by the Lancers, who will push the ball up with under a minute to go. I always say you got to push it. You can't wait, as they do. And a good basket there by number 3, Kathleen Stanley.
She was trying for the free throw, or the three-pointer, but not quite there.
I like the aggressiveness there. They're not going to try to wait and take the last shot. Their goal is to get down low, get a good shot opportunity, because then you can get a steal like that. Jordan Yao with the steal. And now you can take it down for the last shot unless you have a good shot in transition. A risky pass, though, not one you like to see from your team if you're Lauren Holiday. Gives the West the basketball with numbers. A weird shot off the mark, but a good rebound by Aiden. That ball will not get the friendly roll.
Lancers have the ball now.
That'll be a foul called on number 22, Ashlyn Henry. Her second, team foul number 3. So West not really in foul trouble this half. That was another key to them. If they're able to stay out of foul trouble, they'll have a good chance of winning this game. Shawnee Mission East trying to get a shot up here. And the ball is stolen away by 33, Macy Lee, who will try to take it to the house. It is blocked, but the foul was called before the clock expired. So Macy Lee will get a chance to shoot 2.
Her third personal, 19 at the line, shooting 2 for the Vikings, number 33, Macy Lee.
Number 33, Macy Lee. Has the opportunity to extend this lead. First one's up, and it's off the mark. Try to put this to a 40-24 lead. The Lancer cheerleaders are always already cheering, even though the game's still going on, but that's all right. Second one's up. It's off the mark.
Returning to the line for the Vikings to start the fourth quarter, number 34, Megan Beal, and number 10, Jada Kennedy.
And that's the quarter.
As a great quarter there by Shawnee Mission West, coming in with only a 3-point lead, holding East to 5 points while scoring 17 themselves. A great half there by Shawnee Mission West. If we move into the fourth quarter, East has really got to get hot from 3. Jordan Yao and Althouse need to make 2 to 3 apiece to try to get back in this game because West defense is not allowing anything inside. And on the other end, East has no answer for this West offense. They're down fouling all the time.
You know, I did say that they would want to focus on their free throws, but at this point, you know, down by so much as they are, I just say throw it to Yao. Hope she can get some threes off of it. That might be the strategy that East might want to put into play.
as we see Sarah Bingham check back into the game. She has 4 fouls, along with for West, number 34, Megan Beal has 4 fouls. So we will see. You don't want those 2 players to foul, especially if you're ECO and Bingham. And now we have a good paint matchup between Bingham and Aiden. Ball is stolen away by West, by Prima, who drives in the lane wildly. Bodies flying everywhere, ball flying everywhere, but West will come out with the basketball.
Lots of quick, powerful passes down to the bottom of the court. And it is Lancer ball.
7:36 to go. If you're the Lancers right now, if you miss a shot, and the game's not technically over, but that's sort of the approach you have to take now. Is you got to make a basket on every single possession, because you know you're going to give up some. Your defense is not going to stop every single opportunity that West has. They're going to find ways to get open. When you're down by 15, 5-possession game, you're going to need a lot of help coming into this fourth quarter. Good defense here by West, taking time off the clock, one of the most important things. And a good defense, that tip there by Kiera Prima. Who else? Ball is dropped down low, and looks like it was blocked there by Fry. It will remain West basketball with 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Score West 39, East 24.
West is getting a lot of these good steals off of these Lancers. So I wonder if they could use that to their advantage. In fact, they already have.
That is a charge. That's going the other way. You can see that like a tollway on I-70 right there. Libby Fry goes down again. That is her 3rd time going to the ground. The charge is definitely taking a toll on her.
Libby Fry, she's still on the court tonight. Hard to believe she's been hit around a lot.
She has taken definitely some abuse this evening, just trying to draw the charges for the team. That foul, though, was called on number 30, Kiera Prim. I think everyone in the house knew that was a charge. You just can't stop at that point when you're running that fast down low. Libby Fry down low. Basket's good by her.
Despite being knocked around a bit, she can still shoot.
That is her first basket of the game. And a wild shot there by Kendi, rebounded by West. You don't want to do that. You want to take time off the clock. You got to settle down, take 30 to 35 seconds off per possession. You think you do that, even if West or East goes on a big shooting run, making 4 straight threes, you're going to win this game.
Ooh, a 3-pointer attempt, but West still gets the ball and a good rebound. Down at the bottom. Oh, and the Lancers have the ball. Pass it to Libby Fry. Pass it back. Oh, and West steals it yet again. High-octane game we are playing right here.
A foul will be called on number 20, Jordan Yao. Her first, team number 10. So that will be free throws here. Or they're, yep, and we're going to have free throws yet. The referees get together and make the right decision. There'll be 2 free throws here for Shawnee Mission West with 5:55 to go. If you're East, you get a steal, you get a turnover, but at the end of the day, you turn the ball right back over. That's something you cannot have. Something that Lauren Holiday will need to address with the team later on. It's just being more focused and making the simple things first. Basket's good by number 34, Megan Beal. As Reese Althouse checks in the game, she replaces number 23, Cameron Gossick. Second one on the way for Beal. It's up and it's good. Gets her 4 points on the evening. So now they're down by 15 with 5:50 to go. A good drive by Althouse. The ball just not tipping her way. Good rebound by her as well. Ball is thrown around. We're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow over to West. Number 23, Kalea Hines, checks in for West. We're going to have a timeout called by East.
30-second timeout.
Timeout there called by Shawnee Mission West. A 30-second timeout. Trying to set their defense up. Ladies and gentlemen, Shawnee Mission Northwest presents Pirates of Penzance, February 15th through the 17th at the Greg Parker Auditorium. at 12707 West 67th Street. Order tickets at nwlondon at smsd.org or call 316-305-2220. Now we're back inside the Shawnee Mission West gym. 34 for West. Megan Beal will pass the ball in. East in the full court press. Trying to look for any way to get some quick and easy points. Trailing by 15, but West able to break it into the front court. Ball tipped around. Livy Fry is going to end up with it. It'll be East basketball. Good turnover created by the East defense, but right back at you. West creates a turnover and dribbles around like a slalom skier on a Sunday afternoon.
Happy Olympic season.
It is Olympic season. I do adore the Olympics. It's always a good time. Ball is kicked out to another turnover. And that's 3 turnovers and 3 possessions for each team. So not what I like to call a very perfectionist quarter. But for West, that's all right. You're wasting time. But for East, you can't have that when you're down by 15.
You need all the time you can get. The Lancers have the ball, and that's a 3-point attempt. Not so good. Attempt made by Stanley. West now has the ball.
I like the look there. Find her in the corner. She was pseudo open, so I don't mind the look there when you're down by 15. West, you could honestly, technically, you could dribble it out for 4.5 minutes. That would be really boring. But you technically could, as East is going to foul there. They're going to foul Kiera Prim.
On number 3, Kathleen Stanley.
And the foul was called on Kathleen Stanley. That's her third personal.
Double bonus.
Shawnee Mission East is going to try all they can to get whatever opportunity to get the ball, even if that means fouling another player.
That foul was called, at the line shooting 2 will be number 23, Clea Hines. Her first shot is off the mark. So now we come back to the point. Can West make the free throws to clinch this game? If they shoot anywhere near 60% down the line, they'll walk out with a victory. Could be with their hands behind their back. If they're shooting in the 20-30%, that gives East a little bit more chances to nibble back and make this a game at the end. Second shot's on the way, and it is good by Clea Hines. Gets her 7 points on the evening. Drive in by Yao, a wild drive kicked off the back of the backboard. And that'll be West basketball, and it's fouled. West fouls them. Or excuse me, East fouls them.
Number 20, Jordan Yao.
That was called number 20, Jordan Yao, her second personal.
Line shooting 2 for the Vikings, number 15, Kayla Henry.
At the line shooting 2 for the Vikings, number 15, Kayla Henry. So trying to put this game on ice. A couple free throws. The first one's up. And it is good for Kayla Henry. It's her 6 points on the evening. Second one's up. It is good for Kayla. East basketball with 4:10 to go here in the second half. Trying to look for any opportunity to get some points on board. A long 3 attempt off the mark there by Allhouse. Tipped in by Benham, but Bigham to the wrong team. Good good steal by Fry.
Up, and that is a Lancer basket.
Good by number 5, Reese Allhouse. They go into the trap and a good defense, but Kennedy breaks it. And we're going to have a double dribble, though. You don't see too many double dribbles called nowadays.
Yeah, most of these players are so skillful that they just know how to dribble the ball. And that is to be expected in high school basketball.
Timeout. Shawnee Mission West, a full timeout.
Parents.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us for a fundraiser to support Broadmoor Bistro, the Shawnee Mission School District. Visit the Pizzeria Locale, Oak Park, located at 11875 West 95th Street, Tuesday, February 20th from 4 to 10 p.m. Mention this fundraiser and 50% of your purchase will be donated to the Broadmoor Bistro at the Shawnee Mission School District. Back to the game here, Shawnee Mission East trailing by 16. With 3:45 to go in the game, they're going to have to get hot from behind the arc if they want an opportunity to win this game.
It's going to be really difficult for them, considering they're down by more than 10 points, making that 16-point gap. It's just going to be very difficult. Not many teams get the chance to overcome a score deficit that is this big.
Especially when West is playing great defense and not allowing that type of points. If this was a high-scoring game, if this is, let's just say 64 to 46, maybe that's a different story. Both teams are getting some baskets. With this current situation, I just don't see the comeback feasible. Ball in to Clea Hines. She will take the ball back out and will work some clock.
They're going to do all it takes to draw as much time as they can. And then Shawnee Mission East is going to draw as many fouls as they can.
Shawnee Mission East foul on number 3, Kathleen Stanley.
Foul called on number 3, Kathleen Stanley. Her 4th. And going to the line shooting 2 is number 10, Jada Kennedy. So we now have Bigham and Stanley with 4 personal fouls. The shot is up, and it goes off the mark. So again, with West trying to ice the game at the free throw line, is a big key for coming out of this game with a victory. Second shot is up, and it is good for Kennedy, giving her 11 points on the evening. The drive into East, a kick out to Bigham for 3. And it is off the mark, rebounded by Clea Hines. With numbers, gets it down low. A good pass there to a open man down low. Good by number 30, Kira Prim, as to her total of 12, though her first basket in the second half. So she's been a little quiet, but the team has picked up a slot. Good pass from Fry to Yao.
Just doesn't go in.
Just didn't fall. It's that type of evening for the Lancers.
Oh, but Shawnee Mission West, energetic as always as they are leading the scoreboards tonight. They're doing a great job with energy.
If you're West, your goal is to take the clock down. We're going to have a foul called on the Lancers.
Shawnee Mission East foul on number 13.
Foul's called on number 13, Libby Fry. Her 4th. And the team has been in the double bonus, what seems like an eternity. At the line shooting 2, number 30, Kira Prim. So he'll be the 3rd Lancer with 4 fouls. First shot is up, and it is good. Rattles in. We're going to have a mass substitution here for Shawnee Mission East. Number 23, Cameron Gossick. Number 30, Katie Heiss. And number 4, Tony England check in for the Lancers as Lauren Holiday pulls her starters here, trying to get some depth experience here for the Lancers. Prim is up. It is good.
And now entering the lineup for the Vikings, number 22, Ashlyn Henry.
Ashlyn Henry checks in for the Vikings.
Entering the lineup for number 30, Pierre Prim.
Katie Heiss throwing the ball in for number 5, Althouse.
A 3-point basket is good by number 20, not Katie Heiss, Jordan Yao, adds to her impressive total with 14 points for the Lancers this evening. They're still down to 18 with 2:05 to go. So we could just see Jada Kennedy dribble out the ball here with 2 minutes to go. As West has really dominated the second half, going on a plus 15 run basically over the course of the entire second half. And that'll be a foul called on number 4, Tony England, her 3rd personal foul. At the line, shooting 2 is number 15, Kayla Henry. So she will get 2 shots here to try to extend this lead to 20 points. This one's up and off the mark.
For the Vikings, number 11, Jasmine Patterson.
Checking in for the Vikings, number 11, Jasmine Patterson.
Shawnee Mission West taking a lot of free throws, as expected this late in the game.
As Ryan Foster's also trying to pull some of the starters here, get some experience for some of the younger or less experienced players, just in case you need them later down the line. Althouse with the ball. will drive in. Another three-point attempt by the Lancers. Another three-point miss, rebounded by the Vikings.
Jordan Yao on those 3 points tonight. Doesn't seem to be making as many as she'd probably hope.
Ball is tipped out of bounds for the Lancers. Jordan Yao, while she has 14 points tonight, like you said, Matthew, she's not been on from the three-point line. She's more of a driver tonight, which is not her specialty. She's better from behind the arc, but just not getting the opportunity tonight. This West defense has been really good.
It's Tony England with the three-point attempt. Does not make it.
The initial rebound was good by number 15, Aiden Mockness, but a jump ball was called, will remain East basketball. Another three-point basket is off the mark. A good rebound, though, by Tony England, and she is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul was called on number 22, Ashlyn Henry. That's her third personal. And that's only the 15th foul for West. They're doing a really great job this half, staying out of foul trouble. The first free throw's up and is off the mark. It's only a minute and 10 to go in the game. It is up, and it is good.
It's going to be a bit difficult for the Lancers to come up 17 points with only a minute to go.
So we could just see Jada Kennedy dribble this ball out for a minute. As the Lancers were able to hold with the Vikings for the majority of the first half. They pulled it within 3 at halftime. But after the first half, West showed their muscle down low and showed their muscle on the defense. They still had a lot of turnovers. They didn't have the most pristine offense that you like to see. I'm sure Ryan Foster will talk about that in the next game, but you can't ask anything more from that defense, only allowing 13 points for the second half.
And that West offense, extremely energetic, lots of go-getters, way down at the bottom of the baskets. And it appears now that they're just going to hold it out as much as they can. You know, there's no shot clock, so they're free to hold it for as long as they want.
As the West students are on their feet. As our last couple seconds here, we'll dribble out. If you don't want to see a foul called, nope. 2 and 1. Your final score, Shawnee Mission West 49, Shawnee Mission East 32. West wins their 5th straight game to improve to 11 and 6. So a good win there by Shawnee Mission West, taking down the in-district rivals, the Lancers, from just down the road. A couple of things I took away from this game. After we go to the interview, though we're still Josh Murphy still looking for his man down there. Our Doris Burke guy is still looking for the head coach, Ryan Foster. As soon as he gets him, we'll take him over there.
It was a hard-fought game.
So it looks like they're ready down low. So we're going to switch it over to our main man, Josh Murphy. Take it away, my man.
Hey, this is Josh Murphy, and I have Shawnee Mission West head coach Ryan Foster here. Coach, what did you like from your West Vikings so much tonight?
Just digging in and grinding for 4 quarters. Any way you can get a win is always good, but they worked hard the whole game, didn't settle, and didn't try not to lose, but play to win.
You guys are in the longest part of the season here. The postseason play is coming up. You guys have finished most of your games. What are you looking for to find success in the postseason?
Really just finding what we need to be successful right now. You know, we need to work on defense now, rebounding now, transition now, so that we're ready come postseason. We can't wait 2 weeks now to start figuring out what we do to get a win. So these last 3-4 games really matter. We got to figure out our identity, figure out our scheme, our rotation, so that we're ready come first round of sub-state.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Good luck at the end of the season. Thank you. Back to you guys at the booth.
Thank you, Josh, for that fantastic interview back inside the booth here. A couple takeaways. First, we're going to go to Matt with the East takeaways.
All right, so Shawnee Mission East tried their very best, but unfortunately coming up just about 17 points short. You know, they really were trying to get for those free throws all they could. Just a little in that second half, off the mark just a bit. And their 3 points were just not on point too much today. So Shawnee Mission needs to work on those free throws, needs to work on those three-pointers, and just working on their offensive strategy.
And Sam, talk about some of the benefits that we saw out there for Shawnee Mission West as it really dominated the second half?
I think they'll definitely take their solid defense to state with them, and they'll definitely dominate in that aspect of the court, and their shots from Jada Kennedy down on the corner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to have you watching this evening, but don't go away yet. We're just going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the guys' game. Shawnee Mission West versus Shawnee Mission East, a game you do not want to miss. We'll see you in about 18 to 20 minutes.